Hey, I'm Dr. Greg Cason. Welcome back. You know, now that the holidays are approaching, we're all going to have to think about things. So now that you're back on my channel, let's start talking about what we're all going to do during the holidays. You know, everybody has the potential to be a drama queen during the holidays. Emotions run high and the added stress makes everything worse. You know, we're running around like with our panties in a wad while trying to buy a last-minute gift, decorate our Christmas trees, our Hanukkah bushes, and manage the onslaught of marginal friends and distant relatives. You know, according to a telephone survey of 768 adults done by Greenberg Quinlan Rossner Research back in 2006, boy, that was a handful, they found that 68% of people, this is before the plague, mind you, 68% of people reported fatigue, 61% reported stress, and 52% reported irritability during the holidays. You know, this leads us to make some big boo-boos during the holiday gatherings that can have a higher cost than interest on our credit cards. So here are 6 of those mistakes and what you can do about them. Number 1, come out at the holiday dinner table. Every year I hear about people doing this. It is just not about sexual orientation either. It can be about marriage, adoption, sobriety, HIV status, whatever it is. When you suddenly shift a dinner conversation that's supposed to be about everyone together and make it all about you, it's going to be a disaster. So the solution is to find another time to tell people. Important news is often best handled one-on-one or in small groups. And if you must tell people that you're at home for the holidays, if you must tell people while you're at home, then I recommend making the day before the holiday itself, and the day after the holiday as off-limit days. Make those days about togetherness. Either come home early to share your news, or stay another couple of days and tell them then. That way the people can have breathing room to be able to absorb your news and show support. Number 2, going home without your partner because your parents disapprove. Going home without your partner would be like you agreeing with everyone concerned that your relationship is inferior or you're an abomination. So the solution, your parents probably won't like to be told what to do, but give them a choice. So either you come home with your husband, wife, partner, or you don't come home at all. The two of you are a package deal, and if they make you sleep in separate bedrooms, tell them that when they come to visit you, they have to do the same. It's only fair. Number 3, eat too much. Now, most people gain 1 to 2 pounds during the holidays, and they may not sound like much to you, but that's like 5 to 10 pounds in gay weight. So most never lose it. So after a few years, it really adds up. So the solution is just like going to the grocery store. It's best not to arrive hungry or you'll make bad decisions. So here's a secret. Eat some protein 30 minutes before. It takes that long to feel full, and the protein takes longer to digest, so you'll eat less. Also beware of the infamous food pushers. When people try to push hors d'oeuvres or extra helpings on us, we tend to eat them out of politeness. But if you say no, that should be that. And if they continually try to push, they're a food pusher. So the best way to handle a food pusher is to be firm but polite. Put your hand on their shoulder, look them in the eye, and say thank you, but no. Repeat as necessary. Mistake number 4. Drink too much. Obligatory parties, awkward silences, and mounting stress or mounting other things can all lead us to take extra sips of the holiday punch. So not only will drinking cause you to say and do things that you will later regret, like the ride home could also be treacherous. So our favorite Mothers Against Drunk Driving estimate that driving accidents account for 52% of traffic deaths during the holiday season. So the solution: feel free to imbibe, but slow yourself down by alternating between alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. You'll cut your consumption in half. And do yourself a favor and take a car service to the party and back. That way you're not tempted to drive and swerve home. And mistake number 5, texting, grinding, and emailing. Do I really have to say why this is tacky during a gathering or at any time of the year? But at the holidays, it's a special insult. It basically says to the people that you're with that who's on the phone is more important than they are. So the solution is, if you must do it, include the other people. Say, I have to answer this text from my boyfriend, do you mind? Or, look at this hot guy I've been chatting with. If you can't share it because you really don't want to show that the hot guy's dick pic to your mother or her Bible study group, then take it to a place where we can typically engage in bad behavior that others don't want to see. That's the bathroom. And number 6 mistake is planning the perfect dinner or party. We gays are good at making things perfect, and in doing so, we make those close to us and ourselves perfectly miserable. Personally, I think the only things that are meant to be perfect at the holidays are Martha Stewart's house and the baby Jesus, so the rest of us can just relax. So the solution is, rather than focusing on impressing others, focus on making people feel comfortable. A loving embrace, a quick chat, and a holiday cocktail will make a bigger impression than a 27-foot pine adored with Tiffany ornaments, alongside a choir of imported orphans from a needy Eastern Bloc country. Sure, more people may talk about the orphans with perfect pitch the next day, but more will fondly remember the welcome feeling the entire year. So do as the 80s group, Frankie Goes to Hollywood recommends, and relax this season. Remember, you get to do it all again next year, so why not just focus on family, friendship, and fun this year? You'll be glad you did. Leave your comments below. How are you going to be spending this holiday season, especially with the pandemic, if we're still allowed to actually have the holidays? Leave your comments below, and until next time, I'm Dr. Greg Cason. May your thoughts be with you.